Alright, hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make an organic structure. So to start off the organic structure, you can either use two things that are the easiest: Voxel Sniper or World Edit / Spear brush. So you start out with just a basic shape of what you are looking for. So the basic shape right now, this is going to be an end product dragon. So you can see it's just a complete skinny shape. So once you start with that, you pretty much widen it into a little bit more of a shape that you want. So here's the second picture. Second picture was pretty much the shape being widened. You can see that it's sort of the spine of the dragon, then the tail, and the head. So it's still nothing smooth, it's just complete blocks. And it's okay to do that because you just gotta make sure you get the shape right or the whole build won't really mesh. So here you can see this is pretty much the shape that's wanted. So now that we got the shape that we want, we can add extremities. So we have the right paw up front, and that's on now. And you can see the shape is formed a little bit, the shape of the head. And the tail also formed. So now that we're starting to do these things, now we can semi-smooth parts so we know are complete. You don't want to smooth something that you don't know that you're going to keep. For example, we made the mistake. In the next picture down, having them both next to each other, you can see that the midsection is wider in the next shape. It's because we cut the dragon and we pasted it forward and added a midsection. So if we would have started smoothing, we would have had to redo all of that and it would have been wasted work. So you can see right now we're very happy with how this one is. So we added the rest of the extremities, the head, everything. So now we can start smoothing a little bit, but we don't want to go too far into details on something unless you know 100% you're going to keep it. So here, we didn't like the head that we had. So we extended the neck a little bit, and we added a square because it's a lot easier to sculpt something than it is to place it. So the rest of the body we can start smoothing, and even if we don't like where the head is, it's very easy to copy and paste the small parts such as the head. So we continue with the head, and this is what it came to. So we used stone brick. The thing with stone brick is it has both slabs and stairs. For stuff that you want detail in, it's very important that you have slab and stairs, because you can add so much detail with those two things alone. So we added teeth and we added horns. Both of these things would have not looked nearly as good with regular blocks. There's just no way that you can do that without having stairs and slabs going opposite directions. So, key point. Always pick a block for details that have stairs and slabs. So after that, the body, very happy with. We can move on to the wings. Wings are really probably the longest portion of every organic build. If it has wings, it's going to be the longest part. You have to keep it in proportion. Now nobody can tell you what proportion for a dragon because it's a mythical creature. There's no solid pictures that people can tell you. But you can pretty much treat it like any other animal, like an eagle for se. The wings are pretty much bigger than the body. And we made the wings a little bit too big, it would have been too much work, so this is what it went down to. We sort of cut it in half. But you can still see that in proportion to the body, it's pretty proportioned well, and they're still massive, so wings are a very painful process. The even more painful thing is, wings are so massive that sometimes it's very hard to paste them because of server. Sometimes servers can't handle it. Or, this was made a few months back. World Edit at that point was not pasting stairs correctly, so you had to flip it correctly or none of the stairs would have worked and you would have had to redo it. So this is what it came down to. So we pasted the wings in 3 points. Now the body is pretty much fully smooth, wings are done, everything is looking pretty good. We're pretty happy, but now it's just a dragon floating in the air, and that's no good. So we're at the point, if we really want to, the colors can be changed with World Edit, and we just have to add the landscape. So, first, we change the colors to what we exactly want. I think that is a black clay. You can't hold me to that, but I think it is black or dark brown. So, we change that color, and then we picked a block that goes well with it. So we're using marble. Marble is good, stairs and slabs. That's why. So, plus these two colors they do really well together. So make sure, if you ever do details, stairs and slabs. So here's the next part. We started adding the landscape. So the landscape gets added, and it brings it together a little bit more. So now it's just not a dragon floating in the air. Now you can see actually how the pose was working, so it's sort of like a dragon about to take off. But also, now you can see the wings from underneath. So the wings, you can actually see how massive they are in proportion to the body, because it's how it should be, like any animal sort of. And everything looks pretty good. Landscape is almost done. And that's about the finished product. We just smooth stuff out a little bit more. And here's a picture from above. So this is the wings. You can see that it has the sort of claws at the end of each point of the wing, where the stuff is in between. So it looks like a real pair of wings, but you can really see how large they are in proportion to everything, and how large the island is, and the dragon, and how well it just flows together. So, yeah, it's all going good. Other comments on it are really just make sure that color choice is a big thing. So at the beginning, we didn't like the colors that we had. They were okay, but there could be better like this. I'm sure there's probably a better combination than this. This is just, it worked for this. So a quick overview of everything. Just get a rough layout of your structure. Don't put too much work into it. Just get what you want. And then just start sculpting on top of it, adding bits. It's really easy to undo a bit if you don't like it, just slash undo. Or if you want, you can remove by hand if you want half of it. And then put more on the structure, and then smooth it once you finally get your shape. Then add your details. And then once you're done, if you don't like the colors, you can change them. Just, this is the process. This is the ones that we've used. It's the easiest that we have found out. So I hope this helps you if you try to build any organic structures. And there will be more to come in the future. Thank you.